Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be watching something different. It's going to be Brave Wilderness, the Bitten by 1,000 Mosquitoes, because I saw it on my home, so I guess I'll be watching that. So let's get into it.
Oh wow, look at that. They just went straight for my wrist. Oh, it is go time.
I've seen this guy before.
We recognize the scream of their attack.
He pretty much puts like deadly animals on
We
him.
squirm at the thought of their blood-sucking bites.
For science.
There are more than 3,000 mosquito species worldwide. And every year, more than 1 million people die from mosquito-borne disease.
1 million people die
What are
from
the odds
mosquitoes?
you will be next?
Oh, actually, the one right in the center of my hand, I can really feel.
They're kind of scary.
Getting bitten by a single mosquito is a discomfort we are all accustomed to. Getting bitten by hundreds of them at the same time is an experiment best performed under the guidance of experts. Catherine Przinski is a mosquito expert, and in her lab, she has grown a nightmare scenario for us to educate and, of course, entertain you.
What?
Now, Catherine, here we are, and there they are. Are these the mosquitoes that are going to be eating me?
They sure are. This is the yellow fever mosquito. It is also known as the Aedes aegypti mosquito.
Okay, and you say the yellow fever mosquito. That sounds dangerous, sounds potentially deadly.
These are one of the most deadliest mosquitoes.
Is there any chance that these
One
mosquitoes
of
have yellow fever?
No, these are lab colony mosquitoes. These guys have never been outside.
So you grew these mosquitoes just for me?
Yep, absolutely.
Lab
How
colony
would you guess
mosquitoes?
are inside of this
What?
container? 'Cause it looks like a lot
What
to
the
me.
fuck is that?
We hatched out about 1,000 mosquitoes for you today.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so not necessarily 1,000 chances to be bitten because some could be male, some could be female.
Correct.
The males will not be biting, the females will.
Very true.
And
Okay.
the goal here is for me to be bitten as many times as possible. Now, am I going to just crawl into this unit, you're gonna let them out, and I'm gonna get swarmed?
No, we're gonna take these guys over to the next lab.
All right, well, I'll let you lead the way. Let's grab our box of blood drinkers. Oh, this is gonna get a little crazy. Oh boy, eaten alive by mosquitoes. The moment you guys wanted is about to happen right now.
Who wanted this?
Warning.
Who asked
Never
him to
attempt
do
the
this?
following experiment unless under the supervision of trained professionals.
Or just don't do it at
Mosquito
all.
bites can transmit harmful diseases that are considered fatal.
Here I am, there they are. 1,000 bloodthirsty mosquitoes. Now my arm is going into the box. There's a good chance that hundreds of them are going to be biting my hand, my wrist, and my forearm. Of course, I'm going to take off this leather bracelet because we wouldn't want to protect any of the good blood-flowing spots. And actually, to make this even more interesting, I shaved my entire arm and hand so that we can see the results of all these bites.
Damn.
Without further ado, it's time for Coyote Peterson to be
That
eaten
shit's
alive
smooth.
by
His
mosquitoes.
hand's smooth as fuck.
They are hungry. They have not eaten in over 48 hours. Hand is going.
Well, they haven't eaten in 2 days? Of course they're gonna
Oh wow! Look
eat
at that.
the
They
fuck
just went
out y'all,
straight for my
dude.
wrist. Oh, it is go time. Oh goodness, man! They are wasting no time going to town.
I
on
bet.
my hand. Ooh, yeah, I can feel a little bit of something there. Now, when it comes to mosquitoes, the process of being bitten is very interesting. Remember, this is a bite and not a sting. Mosquitoes want to do their best when they land on a victim to not be detected. Obviously, the mosquito itself is very lightweight, but the way that the female's proboscis works, which is the front little suction cup straw apparatus, is they land and then they slowly begin to unsheath that proboscis. The proboscis has essentially 6 needles, 2 of which have these little saw-like tips. And I'm definitely feeling something happening at this point. Those 2 outer needles begin to saw through my tissue. The other 2, right to the side of those, spread the tissue apart. And then it's the center needle that begins to probe around looking for a delicious blood cell in which it can suck out the blood. Now, they say you can't feel anything when you're bitten by a mosquito. I definitely feel something going on right now. But for
I bet you
mosquitoes,
got
to
more
drink
than
more
one,
blood, they use an
homie.
anticoagulant that they insert into your blood. Oh, my hand's beginning to shake a little bit. So that the blood has better flow and they can get a meal.
How long is he gonna keep his hand in here?
Actually, the one right in the center of my hand, I can really feel. I turn this way. Look at that. All over the top of my hand. There must be close to 150, if not more, mosquitoes currently on me. I'm starting to sweat a little bit, and that's primarily because I really want to swat them off of my hand and my arm. The itching is beginning to give its onset, and that's my body's natural reaction to their saliva going into my skin. It forms histamines, which basically is my body
Your
saying,
brain's like, bro,
foreign substance, get it out of here, swell up, make a lump, put liquids in that area so that their saliva doesn't get any deeper. And it's really the mosquitoes in between my fingers right now that are the most uncomfortable.
they getting
Now, when
it.
it comes to
They feed
mosquitoes
'em.
finding a feast, they are drawn to humans based on a couple of different elements. The heat coming off your body, the chemicals in your skin, and primarily the carbon dioxide that comes out of your breath that draws these bloodsuckers in. So watch this. If I blow hot air into this box, that's going to further agitate them and say, hey, guys, blood the feline is open and ready for business.
Spice up every bite with the new White Hot Ranch Nacho Fries at Taco Bell.
Good morning, aviator. This is your captain speaking. Having any fun yet?
And that blood is actually really important. The females drink the blood because they require it to help in the laying of their eggs.
Nah,
It's becoming rather
fuck
unbearable
her.
at this point. Oh, I think they're getting pretty full. Well, it looks like most of them have decided to land
look at
on
his
the back
arm.
screening. I can see that most of them are off of my arm. What do you guys think? We have enough shots at this
Big
point?
fat as fuck.
Great. I love hearing when I can actually take my hand out of the mosquito box.
So he
Take a
waited
look
till
at
they
how
were
bad these
done.
bites truly are.
When it comes to mosquito bites, whether a single sampling or an onslaught of proboscis invasions, the results are almost always the same. Itching, swelling, and an uncomfortable annoyance.
The level of
That was
agony
it.
is best described as the itch you can't scratch. My arm has been out of the box of mosquitoes for about 10 minutes now, and you can clearly see that the welts are beginning to form. I have counted, as we were setting up for the cameras, nearly 250 bites. That's not to say that there aren't bites on top of bites. So I'm just gonna round up a little bit and say I got 300 bites in that matter of time. The top of my arm, the
least
underside
it was
of my
just as
arm,
on him.
in between my fingers is the absolute worst. Now, to combat the unbearable itching that I'm going through right now, we're going to test out Chigrex. This product has been around for more than 50 years. This is the original, specifically designed for chigger and tick bites, but also all other types of bugs and mosquitoes.
Is this an ad?
As you can see from the cool mosquito picture on top of the lid. Now, this is armed with benzocaine, which is the active ingredient. It's also got aloe and chamomile for a soothing effect. Now, I read that there is no oily residue that comes from Chigrex. So what I'm gonna do is gently begin to apply this onto the bites. And let's see, how soothing will it really be from the get-go? Here we go. It's cool to the touch. Ooh, that's actually really, really nice. Okay. Wow, actually, pretty much immediate the second that it begins to work into your skin. Holy cow, yeah, for real. The lack of itching happening here on the front part of my wrist versus here, immediately noticeable. All right, I'm going
Okay,
in for
it probably
another
does work, but
swab
no one's gonna get bit that many times.
of Chigrex, and I'm just gonna go ahead and coat my entire arm at this point. Now, in most bite scenarios, 1 or 2 bites, you're just gonna use a tiny dab of Chigrex. I'm going over the top because my arm is in so much itching agony right now. That was so rewarding to get Chigrex spread all over the hundreds of bites that are coating my arm. And I would say at this point, Chigrex, with 2 times the power, works immediately.
Now, if you
Well,
take
how
that
about that? Everything you needed to know about mosquitoes. Why they bite,
Take the
how they
CH
bite,
out.
what happens after they bite, and of course, a surefire solution to the uncomfortable itch that comes from these pesky bloodsuckers. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
Why is the name Sugar?
Things I do
Never
for
mind.
science.
Never mind. I'm not gonna ask. But that was pretty wild. That guy just enjoys getting bit by animals, snakes and scorpions and shit. You know, not my cup of tea. That product probably works. It's a weird name though. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you watched, like, subscribe if you want. Goodbye.